I just got out of the ocean actually. It was really beautiful. My car battery, my phone, I had a client this morning and left my lights on, therefore my battery went flat. So I'm here now, so apologies this wasn't at 10 o'clock today, but because I like, of course, to keep commitments to you guys as well. So I'm doing this single leg workout now, but I know a lot of you watch this back in your own time, so that's perfect. Let's do it. So single leg strength and balance, week number 2, all right? So again, I am just slowly building on this. So you can always go back to any of the other strength workouts that we're doing, especially in the progression work that we're doing. So I'm doing this on purpose, similar movements to what you would have done last week. However, we're trying to build strength. So there might be some different ways of moving, and I'll always give the modifications as well. So we are going to start just by warming up through our ankles and our feet, because of course with single leg work, there's a lot going on with our stabilizers. Anyone can squat, right? But we want to really try to get as much mobility around the ankle joint and the knees as possible. Our feet are exceptionally capable of doing many, many things, and our knees are also as well. We have to remember the knee is a hinge joint, it goes forward, right? If the muscles in our feet have started to collapse, what's going to happen is the knee's going to do that. We're going to end up with fucked up knees and hips. That's knee surgery in a nutshell, because the muscles of the feet have collapsed. Now, I'll be doing a foot workshop, which I'm organizing now for this week, probably to launch next week. So if you are finding you are in shoes constantly, you have no muscles in your feet, you should, and your knee is rotating medially, then I really recommend looking into how you can strengthen your feet so that you can have better functioning knees and hips. This is why single leg work is so important. So you'll never really see me doing a regular squat like that, right? It'll generally be single leg work because there is so much power in that, and also to strengthen the glute medius. So talking of that, we are just going to start with some knee circles here. So again, on my YouTube channel, I have a 12-minute routine called a 12-minute joint routine that very much encompasses all of the joint work that you will ever need to do every single day in 12 minutes. We all have 12 minutes. We are entirely up to us. It is our choices, our decisions, our words, our thoughts and behaviors that determine physiologically how we present in our bodies and mentally how we present in our minds. So we have to take ownership of the things that we are doing and really tune into, can I take an hour off my phone, or half an hour, or 12 minutes and put it back into myself? Let's change direction with our knee circles now. Now, please don't feel the need to go as low as what I'm going, because your knees are different. So maybe this is up here for you. It's about listening into your joints. Cool? As I said, I go through this routine much more in the 12-minute joint routine. I very much recommend making it part of your daily practice. I'll post the link in here this week. Perfect. Okay, so coming up from there, we're going to start to do some hip mobility. That's on our right foot. We're on the tripod of the right foot, so not much weight in the toes. Soft knee bend. And we're going to start to externally rotate the left hip slightly and start to cycle out this left leg. So just like you're riding a very slow push bike, scraping chewing gum off the bottom of your foot and up and around. Bend your knee as you do this. So we're starting to warm up the glutes, but also getting into our hip joint. Try to soften the rest of your body. Reverse the direction. And again, if you're jumping on here and if you're keen to do the strength work and the yoga sessions this week, there's 6 live sessions. It's just $20, so just check in the About section of this page, which is Movement and Mindfulness with Megs, and you can just deposit, just put your name next to that. It's just an honesty system. Perfect. Well done. Let's change sides. Soft knee bend. So that we do that so we protect through the knee joint, and it strengthens the VMO and the glute med. Slight external rotation and start to cycle. Single leg work by far has to be one of my favorite things to do. harder than it looks. Reverse the direction. You'll sweat a lot too because you're using all your stabilizer muscles. So slow work. We're very good at moving fast, so very much is about slowing it down. Well done, guys. Let's move our hips a little bit here. Feet just a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Start to circle through the hips. Starting to get some movement through our sacrum and our low back. The reason I've structured this page the way I have, so 3 strength sessions, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and 3 yoga sessions, including 2 vinyasas and 1 yin practice, is to provide a balance, right? We need a little bit of both. And I've also, of course, included for you guys some mindfulness tips and meditation and breath work, which is also a huge part of it. So that's everything that's included on this page that you'll get delivered weekly, again, just for $20. Change direction. I love sharing movement. Movement is my heart and soul. It's not exercise. Exercise is a modern day word. Movement is just what we do, and it's about allowing our bodies to move 3-dimensionally and get out of this rigidity and stuckness. We move very linear, or we just push and pull. You know, if you look at machines and equipment in a gym, that very much doesn't match us. We are mobile creatures. We do enough sitting or linear fashion movement. It is really about getting our bodies to move 3-dimensionally. Let's do some spinal waves. So I try to use as little as equipment as possible. The only thing that I really use these days in my own practice for strength is a set of gymnastics rings or parallettes. I rarely use weight, unless we're doing like some single leg work, what we're doing today. But you don't need a lot of the big equipment and machines. Your body is very capable to do many other things without it. That's how we're born. So slowly, let's reverse the direction. You know, Ido Portal actually says the more the equipment, the less the mover. He's very right. Beautiful. All right, amazing. Let's get the muscles of the foot warm. We are going to get a yoga block, because everyone generally has something like that. And we're going to stand on top of the yoga block. So basically with the yoga block, I want the tripod of the foot on the block, 60% into the heel, 40% into the ball of the foot, no weight on the toes, and we're going to bend the knee. Cool, so what we're trying to do here is just a single leg balance for about a minute. Now, if you need to come off your block at any point, please do so. We did this last week, so if you're only up to 30 seconds, that is totally fine. All right, we're just trying to keep this knee bent, so trying to build up, strengthen, the VMO, the vastus medialis, the muscle on the inside of the knee, the quad, to protect around the knee joint, whilst also opening up that back hip. All right, trying to start to fire up the hamstrings as well, because we're going to be doing a little bit of hamstring work today. So it's just finding this space. You should be starting to get warm with this work. There is no weight in the toes, guys. So really keep this in the tripod of the foot, and you'll notice all your stabilizer muscles really starting to fire along with your core. We'll go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Youch. Oh. Great way to get warm real quick. And let's do the other side. We're going to get straight into it today. Soft knee bend. And we've got 4 rounds to get through. 4 movements. Cool? Keep it pretty simple. We don't rest very much between it because the movements are slow, and I don't rest too much because you can rest at the end. And we want to try to, of course, get the heart rate going. It's the whole point. So strength work with a bit of cardio, of course, you'll sweat. Whole point. Play around with this. Your hip is a ball and socket joint. by sitting in chairs and couches and cars, we're training it to be a hinge, and it's not. That's why we end up with such rigid knees and hips and back pain and tightness and stuckness and rigidity, because we are not allowing the hip to be a hip. It's meant to move, you know. It's a really amazing joint, but we've got to give it the freedom. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great work. Okay, make sure you have some water. Make sure if you do have a weight, grab that. Now, oh God, looks like I've just got my heavy 16 kilo kettlebell. Please use something lighter if you've got it. My other ones must be in the car. That's okay, we'll use that today. We start with what's called a sprinter squat. So with the sprinter squat, the right foot faces forward, the left foot steps back for about ½ meter. I externally rotate my left hip. I'm on the ball of my left toes, or the ball of my left foot, and I keep my right knee tracking straight over my ankle. My left knee tracks over the ankle going out to the side. My torso stays upright, holding onto a weight if you've got it. I push through my right heel and I drive up, and that's your sprinter squat. From the side, looks like this. So hips face square. Left foot steps back, coming onto the ball of the left foot, keeping a long spine. So my tailbone slightly tucking under. You can see here I'm not doing this. I'm tucking my tailbone and then driving up. So we start off with 5 sprinter squats on the right and 5 sprinter squats. I've just got the heater on, no wonder it's so freaking hot in here. Far out. I'm like, it's heating up in here. All right, so 5 on the right, 5 on the left. I'm going to do the first round with no weight, so I recommend that you do the same. So let's keep our hips square. Right foot plants down, try for the right foot. Ball of the left foot, slight external rotation. So it's like we're about to take off. We're coming down slowly for 3, 2, 1. Pause, and then push through the heel of the right. 3, 2, 1. Second squat, down. 3, 2, 1. Pause and up. Now the depth is going to depend on your knees, right? My knees are quite used to doing this single leg work, right? So you just go to the depth that suits you, but you're moving no quicker than what I am. So 2 more left. Super, super smooth. That left leg, left knee is nudging out to the side, and my left foot is about ½ meter back. Perfect. Left side, left foot steps forward, right foot steps back, slight external rotation down for 1, 2, 3, push through left heel, 1, 2, 3. My tailbone is tucked, my core is on. Core's on with everything that we do, compression work. Again, you hear me bang on a lot about that sad dog through the tailbone, right? That's what we need to do so that our core is on the whole time. 1 more to go. Then we're going to go straight into a single leg deadlift. Great. Cool. So if you have, again, any weights, I should you have some dumbbells here, use that. For our single leg deadlift, what we're working on is the ball of the left foot is on the ground next to the arch of the right foot. You can have 2 weights in your hand. You can hold a kettlebell in one hand, all right, up to you completely how you want to do this. When we come down through this single leg deadlift, my hips want to touch that back wall. So it's as if somebody's pulling my hips back. I maintain a flat back and then push through that right heel and stand up. Let's give these a go. Tuck the tailbone under, so strong through the core, and maintain the belly on as we come down. 3, 2, 1. Push through the right heel. 3, 2, 1. Again, shoulders stay back so that the scapula is drawing together. Push through the heel and rise. 3 more like that. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Again, 2 more. Beautiful core on the whole time. Nice flat back. Right leg is straight. Left leg is bent. Perfect. Changing sides. Left foot grounds down. 1, 2, 3. So I'm bending my right knee and pulling my hips back to the wall behind me. Shoulders stay pulled back. Again, don't rush it. You know, there's definitely some things where you'll move fast in this group, as in the workout I post tomorrow, but this is designed to move slow. Fantastic, everyone. Weights down. Again, don't have weights, doesn't matter. It's not a huge thing. Lunge to a curl. So what we're looking for in the curl is an angry cat through the spine. Now you might need to hold onto a wall to do this. I'm compressing, I'm tucking the tailbone under. I'm then slowly going to step back to a lunge, push through the heel, tuck and compress. That's 1 rep. So we're going to go for 5 on each side. Tripod of the right foot, starting an angry cat. Slowly step back to your lunge. Push through the right heel. How slowly can you come up and curl? So it is not about rushing it. I want you to really focus on your balance. This is what this practice is about, is single leg strength and balance. You got to stay super focused. Take your time. Whoa, these are hard. 2 left, do your best. 1 more. Go, and change, youch. The slower you do these, the harder they are, trust me. Try not to rush it. Curl in, slow step back, lunge, and back up and go. One more. Great job. Cool. Now I have what are called sliders or discs, or do I? Yes, I do. Okay, so they look like this. You can use takeaway lids if you're working on carpet. If you are working on a wooden floor, you can use socks. Okay, so what is going to happen here is they want to be on the slippery side, okay, so that your feet can move. So we're going to do a single leg hamstring curl. These can be intense. So how this works, we come up to our bridge pose. So lifting up through here, my weight is in my heels. I extend the plate. Hold on. Let's work with what I've got here. Coming up into bridge pose. I extend the plate out, pull back in through the heel. Extend the plate out, pull back in through the heel. Cool? We've got 5 of these each side. They're intense. Do your best. Alrighty, from here, let's slide it out. Pull back in with the heel. That's 1. Change sides. Pull back in with the heel. 2. Maintain your bridge the whole time. Driving through the heel. So either using your socks, a tea towel, or takeaway lids. Whatever it is, you working down that posterior chain. 2 more. Oh, 1 more. Oh, well done. Take your time to come out of that. That's what we've got. We're going to now move through that. So we have our sprinter squat. All right, now up to you if you want to hold it to weight. I'm going to use my kettlebell. It's only 5 reps. We must maintain a long spine. As I said, this is a pretty heavy kettlebell that I've got here because it's the only kettlebell I've got in this room. But it is only 5 reps. I know I'm okay with this. So external rotation at back hip. Get ready to set these up. 5 sprinter squats on the right. Coming down for 1, 2, 3, and up, 2, 3. All right, I'm not going to count. Just stay on my pace. My heart rate is starting to fly up. So I'm going to minimize my talking. Push through the right heel. Oh, 1 more. Change sides straight away. Maintaining us upright spine, tucking the tailbone. Beautiful, guys. Well done. Youch. Alrighty, open this window. So single leg deadlift. Alrighty, so this one, you can either now keep the ball of the foot by the side of the foot, or if you're feeling confident, you can rest that foot on top of the other for a lot more work into the ankle and the Achilles and the foot. Your choice. Now you don't have to use weight as well. Alright, the weight is optional. 3, 2, 1, right leg straight. Hips go back and slowly come back up. So hinge at the hips here. If you need to put a slight knee bend in that right knee for this one, if your hammies are super tight, please do that. You hinge at the hip joint. 2 more. I think I said 4 rounds. We're only doing 3, guys, so all good. Not going to 4 rounds just yet. Not this week. And last one. Oh, change sides. This is such great work through the ankle and the Achilles, and of course for the posterior chain. By practicing balance at every opportunity that we can, you really get that opportunity to really work the muscles of the feet and the stabilizers. 3 more. Oh. 2. And 1. Now I'm going to keep my weights for this next one. You don't have to. So single step back lunge with a knee curl. Alright guys, round the spine. The weights are just there if you need it. Angry cat. We work compression as well as single leg strength here. It is slow. 5 repetitions. If you were to talk in that curl, you absolutely shouldn't be able to. So compress, angry cat. I talk in very professional terms, right? Angry cat, sad dog. I just hope it makes sense. For me it does, so I hope it does for you. Oh, whoa. Ah, cool. So, other side. Compress, tuck in, and give it a shot. Super slow. Try not to rush that foot to the back of the mat for the lunge. Glad I don't have a microphone on because you would really hear my breathing is quite heavy. Well done everyone, that was great. Coming to the floor, finding your disc, whatever it is, socks or takeaway lids. Making it on the slippery side. Coming into your bridge pose. Alrighty, so you must make sure that you peel your spine up. Keep the glutes engaged. Slide one foot out, drive the heel down and pull back in. That's 1 and 1. Got 5 each side. The more you push the heel down to pull that disc back, the harder your hamstrings are working. Two left. One more. Oh, please don't rush coming out of this. Oh, one more round. Okay, as I said, we're not going to 4 rounds just yet. We will over the time and course on this page. But for now, we are just moving through one more round, slow, steady strength. Where's my water? We're going for now, again, the last round into our sprinter squat. So grab your weight if you've got it. Again, you don't have to use it. I really want you to focus on that tripod of the foot, which is what we did at the start, with the balancing onto the block. It's 60% into the heel and 40% into the ball of the foot. Don't use your toes. When you push up, the back foot is just for balance. You are pushing from that part of the foot on the front foot, okay? So really trying to strengthen those muscles into the feet. Let's do it. Find your weight, whatever that is, And we set up our sprinter squat. Right foot, tripod of the right foot. Externally rotate that left hip. Your knee will then go over the toes and we step back 1/2 meter. Chin, chest up. We have 5 slow reps. Again, I'm not going to count because you're probably sick of my voice. And it's super hard while I'm talking to do these because my heart rate's going up. So that's 2. 3 more. Tuck the tailbone under. Don't rush it. 2. Oh. 1. Oh, change that. Slow down. Slow down. Slow up. 2 left. 1 more. Oh shit. Great. Cool. Single leg deadlift, guys. Again, the weight is optional, and again, you don't have to balance your foot on top of the other foot. That's just an option. If you find it, if you're falling all over the place, just honor it and put the foot down. It's not about using our ego here. It's just about doing the movements safe and that feel good in our bodies. So single leg deadlift on the right, either ball of the foot down next to the right foot or you're with the foot on top, and we hinge at the hips, soft knee bend in that right knee if you need it. If not, keep that right leg relatively straight, like somebody has a hold of your ass and is pulling it back towards the wall behind you. Literally maintaining that flat back. So you hinge at the hips. Shoulder blades stay pulled back, draw the scapula together. 2 more. Don't rush it. The reason why I love movement, it really helps you stay present, right? Especially with this balance work. You can't be thinking about your emails or your what's after this. You're actually just thinking about trying to stay balanced. And the more that we can practice presence in everything we do, then we practice that off our mats or when we're not moving. We bring ourselves back to this moment here, and here is the only moment that matters. So when we can move in a present way, you get so much more out of it. It's like going on a treadmill and just being on your phone and you're totally not present, or kicking weights like on a, see I'm talking, that's why I'm losing my balance, like on a machine and people are on their phones. You get nothing out of that. 1 more rep. Be 100% in when you choose to move. Well done. It's like anything. I'm going to hang on to the weights. If you're not present when you're doing things, then where are you? So you put 100% attention into you and you're going to get 100% back of that as well. Let's do these lunges. Slow curl, angry cat. Take your time. Don't rush the lunge. How slow can you do this last round, everyone? There's no weight in my front toes at all through this, none. Really want you to use that tripod of the right foot. You'll really start to see your foot muscles start to strengthen. Our feet are meant to be strong. They were never ever designed for shoes. When we put our feet in shoes, we are walking around on ramps and we are squashing our toes. The foot is wide at the top. It should be muscly and should have a strong arch. If your foot doesn't have that, don't worry, mine didn't either. Then come back to being in bare feet and working on strengthening those muscles of the feet. They will change, I promise. But it has a direct relation into what's going on with our knees and our hips. As I said, if you want more information onto that, then I'll post up about the foot workshop sometime today or tomorrow that you guys can jump on and be a part of. It was a game changer for me. I worked in graphic design, marketing and radio. I was in high heels all the time. I never paid attention to my feet, and my feet are so strong now, and I've had huge changes in my low back, hip and knee strength, and also my glutes. You know, I don't do a lot of glute work specifically, but I do focus on my feet a lot, and it's made a huge change to my glute muscles just by balancing 100%. Last time through. Now but you really don't need to do 50 million squats at the gym, trust me. Keep it simple. That's what life's about. Let's come down, last round with this. Right, come into bridge pose. This is it, guys. So slide out and pull back in. All right, guys, 2. If you're feeling super strong, you can do both legs. Or just stick with your singles that are hectic. So wherever you are, you're going single legs or both. Oh, one more round. Oh, holy. Woo. Come down to the ground, give your knees a hug. Bring the knees wide, happy baby pose. Hold here. So just a little bit of mobility before we finish this one today. Let's rock up into a squat. Now, if the squat's challenging for you, that's okay. Practice it. Cool, that's all. The more you practice something, the easier it becomes. So we're going to do some little circles here. So you can either keep your elbows there. Now I want you to, this analogy is from one of my teachers, Joe Fairley. So imagine you have a paintbrush out of your ass and you are literally drawing a 50-cent coin. Does anybody even remember what a 50-cent coin looks like these days? However, I'm sure you can picture what's going on here. So we're trying to literally draw a 50-cent coin, right, from a paintbrush in our bum. Simple. All right, so really nice way to just practice hip mobility here. Let's change direction. Have a think about how you're moving. If you need to come out of this at any point, come out of it. You know, where movement stems from is a gentleman called Ido Portal, and he says, for good spine health and for a good healthy body every day, squat for 5 minutes a day and hang from something for 2. All right, beautiful. From here, we're going to place one hand down, lift one hand up, and just moving around this space. You're going to be feeling this through your hips, should be. Squat mobility is something that with practice, I promise you it changes. Not so long ago, I was up here. All right, just everything's practice. If you can't do it, great, that's your teacher. Should be burning. All right, last one. What we're going to try to do is bring our forehead down to the floor. Yeah, I know. And so we've got to kind of lift up our hips here, and then come back. We're just going to do 5. Try to get your forehead to touch the floor. 1 day maybe. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, shake a seat. Well done. So try and put a little bit of mobility in everything I can do. Left leg extends, right leg comes over, turn to the left, swing that left leg under. You should land something like this. Right knee on top, left hand comes up. Wrap it around, long spine, as if somebody you like is drawing their hand up your spine, and then turn and look over your shoulder. Breathe. So to stretch the glute, pull gently onto that left hand. I'm puffing. I don't know how you guys are doing. Let me know, of course, in the comments. I'd love to know. So tomorrow you have a conditioning workout. Today I'll also be posting a vinyasa flow, a creative flow. So look out for that one as well. Let's unravel. Change sides. It is all about balance. Sit tall, long spine, right arm comes around and we twist. You can't just be fast all the time. You can't do it. I've done it. I've broken twice. Don't do it. You need to slow down. Like nature, you know, they say, Lao Tzu says in the Tao Te Ching, everything in nature is accomplished, yet nothing is hurried. They're the same. Your body's telling you to rest, rest. Listen to it. It's the same with our food. Your body says eat, eat. Your body says I'm full, stop. Your body says you need sleep, sleep. It is truly that simple. We overcomplicate it. We think we need 50 million snacks. We need to be busy all the time. We need to strive. We need to push to get things done. No, that is not the case. It is actually about making it easy for ourselves. Life should be simple. We do not need all the things. We do not need all the stuff. We do not need all the equipment. We have it all right here. So use your body well. Your body is your vehicle to get through the world in a healthy, nurtured, and regulated state of being. When we are in that regulation state where our nervous system is well and looked after, we are balanced with enough movement, sleep, rest, good digestion, sex, and good food, then we stay nourished, well, and healthy. Look after yourselves. I hope you enjoyed that single leg strength session. Again, if you are watching this on YouTube, then please feel free to click on the link below. That will take you over to the Movement and Mindfulness with Meg group. And it's just an honesty system. It's just $20 a week for the full live 6 classes a week that you'll see on that Facebook page, plus extra content from me. Thank you so much. Give it a like and subscribe if you can. And I'd love to hear in the comments how you found that. Have yourselves the best day. And remember always, watch your language.